Hi boys and girls, welcome back to another week of STEAM lessons. This week we're going to be talking all about wind, which is a type of weather. So if we think about the definition of wind, it just means air that is moving. So when we go outside, a lot of the time we'll feel wind as it's blowing against our body, but we don't see it. So unlike other weather where we can kind of look outside and notice if it's raining, we can see the sun if it's sunny. For wind, we can't see the wind, but we can see what the wind is doing. So if you look out the window and you see that a tree is blowing, you can probably tell that it is windy. So we're talking about wind this week so that we can think about how wind affects us and the buildings that we live in, the things that we do outside, and also how we can use the wind. So we're going to start talking about wind by reading one of my favorite stories. I bet you've heard it before. It's called The Three Little Pigs.
Did you know that you can read a book by retelling the story using the pictures? That's how we're going to read The Three Little Pigs today. The three little pigs were getting too big to live with their mom. They needed to go find their own place to live. Their mom reminded them that they needed good, strong houses to stand up to the big bad wolf. Each little pig went on their own way to build their own new home. The first little pig met a farmer who was selling straw. He decided this would be a good material to use to build his house. The farmer warned him it wouldn't be very strong, but the little pig didn't listen. When the big bad wolf came knocking, the little pig tried not to let him in, but that big bad wolf, all he had to do was huff and puff, and he blew that little pig's house down. The second little pig decided to build his house out of sticks. The woodcutter told him that was not a very good idea, but the little pig didn't listen. Soon enough, the big bad wolf came along, and he huffed and puffed and blew the house of sticks down. The third little pig decided to build his house out of bricks. It took a lot longer than the other two houses, but he knew that it would be sturdy. When it was finished, he looked outside to see his two brothers running down the road with the big bad wolf right after them. He told them to hurry up so that they could hide in his house. The big bad wolf tried to huff and puff and blow the house down, but no matter how hard he tried, the house of bricks would not fall. No matter what he tried, he could not get in the house of bricks. The three little pigs lived happily ever after. The end.
In this story, we read about three pigs who were trying to build houses to keep themselves safe from the big bad wolf. The reason that their houses needed to be well built was because the big bad wolf had a special skill, which is that he's able to blow houses down. So even though it's not weather wind, he's using air that's moving to blow houses down. So we are going to do an experiment today, and we're going to do some building to see if we can build houses that are strong enough to stand up to wind. So for this experiment, you're going to need some different materials. I've gathered 3 different materials of things that I could find in my house. Your materials might look a little bit different, that's okay, but you want to find something that kind of is like straw. So I used spaghetti noodles to act as my straw. And then for my wood, I found toothpicks. And for my bricks, I found these building bricks. And then finally, you're gonna want some sort of wind. So it might be that you and your family members get together and just blow the houses down with wind from your breath like the big bad wolf. But it's also kind of fun to use a fan. So that's what we're gonna use today. And when I turn it on, I can feel the wind. You can't see it, but I can feel it. The first thing you want to do is make a plan. So for my plan, I know the basic shape of a house. And I would love my house to look this good. I don't know if I'm going to be able to build a house like that out of straw, but I'll do my best. This is a drawing. I want to make a plan though. So if I'm thinking I have this material, which is straw, I have to think of how I can stack it. So I'm actually going to show you the bird's eye view of my plan. That means if you're looking straight down. So I'm going to put 2 pieces of straw on the sides, And then I'm going to put 2 pieces of straw over the top. And that's how I'm going to build the base of my house. Then I'm going to keep stacking those up on top of each other until I have a structure that kind of resembles this 3D shape, which would be a cube. So I'm going to take my plan and I'm just going to start building my house. So just like I showed in my plan, I'm putting 2 pieces on the side and then 2 pieces on the other side. Now right away I can tell you that this pig, I don't know what he was thinking, because it is not easy to build out of straw. You can see my house is already kind of wobbling, and I can tell you I have no idea how I would put a roof over the house with this building material. But I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna build it up, and you can see I actually have space inside here, and so I'm feeling like I'm getting that cube shape. I'm gonna stop right there. You can see my house is not staying together very well, so I don't have a lot of faith that it's gonna stand up to the wind, but we're gonna try it. So I'm gonna turn my fan on. And there goes my house. Oh no. So you can see that building material probably wasn't the best choice. So I think we can all agree that straw is not the best choice for a building material. Next, I would try my wood, and then finally I would try my bricks. I would like you to try these at home. Remember, you want to draw your plan first so that you have an idea of what your house is going to look like and how you're actually going to use those materials to build it. Your challenge this week is to build the 3 Little Pigs houses and see if you can knock them over using wind. You can take a video of your houses or take pictures and send them to your teacher, and she will send them to me, and I will see you next time.